I'm Sister Rosemary Greco, the director of Wisdom House Retreat and Conference Center here in Litchfield, Connecticut. This weekend we're having a wonderful retreat with Reverend Rabbi Rami Shapiro, who's going to be speaking to us about the Lady with 1,000 Faces, Wisdom in the World's Spiritual Traditions. Here at Wisdom House, we have a love for wisdom spirituality. But what Rami Shapiro is going to open up for us is that there are many wisdom spiritualities, and this is a wonderful way to start to explore the world's religions and cultures through the lens of wisdom. So as we begin the retreat here this weekend, I'd like to ask Rami, what insights do we get from these other spiritual traditions that will broaden our understanding of wisdom and the woman, Lady Wisdom?
So what do we get from looking at the world's wisdom traditions, wisdom teachings? I think that we're living in a time when this is what's needed more than anything else. We've gone through the interfaith conversations where we look at the world's theological differences and we want to respect those and honor those. But when we look at the wisdom tradition, it seems to me we're looking at the same thing in every one of these religions. That when they talk about wisdom, they end up talking about the oneness of things, the interdependence of everything, the capacity of the human being to awaken to the fact that we are part of this non-dual reality. And they almost always do it through feminine language. And I think that's part of why we need this so desperately, that it's taking us out of the patriarchy and not bringing us into a matriarchy, and that's not what we're looking for, but taking us to another understanding of integration, which is best symbolized by the feminine, rather than the hierarchical situation that the patriarchal tradition seems to speak to all the time. So we're really seeing the commonality of the world's traditions when we look at the wisdom material.
Why is it that we've not known so many of these traditions? Is it just because we're Westerners and haven't been interested, or what happened there?
Well, that's an interesting question. Why did we do that? I don't know. Let's just say I don't know. If I were going to speculate, I would think we don't look at it for a couple of reasons. One is, when we do look at it, we have a hard time holding on to our own little box, because this tradition takes us outside the box and shows that they're all mirroring one another. So we don't want to look at that, because then I'm going to hold on to my Judaism, and I don't want to know that the wisdom tradition in Judaism is actually the same as in these other traditions. Then I might cross, lines. So I think it's a fear factor that we just haven't looked at it. But then the following, the next question would be, well, why now? Why are we looking at it now? And I think what's happening is that a lot of us are just, the box is too small. And we realize that we are part of a planetary system, that we're human before we're Catholic or Jewish or Protestant or Hindu or Buddhist, and that our humanity is deeply tied to these wisdom traditions. And she reflects that humanity back to us in a way that maybe the more corporate, patriarchal religious systems don't. So we're moving out of the box just because of the time in human consciousness. And the response is to discover the divine, feminine, the divine wisdom, the divine mother, manifest in all these different wisdom traditions. So it's inevitable that this is happening, I think, at this time.
Thank you, Rami, for that great opening for the retreat, and for what I know will be a good expansion of our consciousness and understanding of wisdom during this weekend retreat. And for those of you who have not been to Wisdom House, we certainly invite you to come visit us, come be part of one of our retreats, and join us as we always explore spirituality, education, and the arts. We always welcome you here. Thank you.